Good afternoon. This is going to be the first inspection of the hives for 2019. It is April 7th, I believe. And so let me get the top popped off and we'll get started. Alright, so here you can see that the bees have been working the sugar, haven't quite completely broken through. You can see over in the corner where they've eaten quite a bit of the sugar. I like to keep the sugar on until I'm ready to put the next layer on, because it's not like they're making honey for me yet. I'm going to go ahead and yank the sugar off and then we'll get into the hive. Alright, so we've got the sugar block off. You can see this hive's done fairly well. I think this was my weakest hive going into winter, other than the nuke that didn't make it through winter. So let me pull this internal feeder out. I think I'll be removing this for a while just to give them more frames to work, and then if I feel like I need to feed them, then I'll go ahead and put it back in. So I'm not using smoke. We'll see how that goes. If they get too riled up, I'll go ahead and fire up a smoker. So this frame is completely empty. No honey, no pollen, no babies, although it looks like they're getting ready to put some pollen in there. Nice frame. Little bit of honey left in there. Also, unfortunately, a couple small hive beetles. If you guys can see that. Gotta hate small hive beetles. Again, we've got just a little bit of leftover honey. Looks like they're packing some pollen in there. A little more pollen, a little bit of honey left over. And again, of course, unfortunately, small hive beetles. Have I mentioned how much I hate small hive beetles? Alright, so we're getting into some brood. Got a fair pattern. They're keeping it kind of small because obviously their population wasn't huge. So we got some cat brood, we got some brood that just emerged, and some new brood in the middle. No queen yet, but obviously she's around because we've got brood in all stages of development. So they're, knock on wood, they're being fairly calm despite the intrusion. Nice frame of brood. She's starting to get into her groove. Don't see the queen yet. I've definitely seen eggs. Oh, found the queen. See if we can get her in view here. She should be right in the frame of the camera now. She's a big fatty, looking good. We also have drone brood in here. And so that means that we'll have swarm season starting soon. Alright, let me get this put back together. Okay, so we got that one put back together. I did decide to go ahead and leave the internal feeder in there. They're not using all their frames anyway, and judging by what I would call the dryness of the hive, I'm going to go ahead and probably feed this hive a little bit of supplemental to help them boost their populations and get them moving in the right direction. So we'll move on to the next hive here in just a bit. Alright, this second hive, more than likely, I believe this is my strongest hive coming out of winter. So let me get the pop topped and we'll take a look at this one. Did go ahead and break the smoker out because the other hive got a little grouchy and put on some different gloves. You'll notice they're mismatched because I really should put stuff away better in the fall when I'm done using it. Couldn't find the left-handed beekeeping glove. Alright, let's take a look. Okay, so you can see with this hive they actually have really gotten into that sugar quite a bit more than the weaker hive did. Obviously points to how strong the hive is. Let's get this off here and take a look at the insides. Alright, so this one doesn't look as strong because I've already smoked them, but they are definitely a little bit stronger than that other hive. So let's pop this inner feeder out of the way. Oh look, a small hive beetle, my favorite. Yay, I killed a small hive beetle. Alright. So here we are on frame number 8, as I take 2 out to put the inner feeder in. And on the other hive, frame 8 was darn near empty. Let's see how this one looks. So the farthest away from the the inner workings of the hive is completely empty. The inner side, you can see, has got some honey on it still. Had to kill a small hive beetle on my glove. Alright. Have I mentioned I hate small hive beetles? So here would be frame 7, depending on how you want to number them, from which side. Quite a bit of leftover honey and what eventually will be drone brood. And of course, tons of my friends' small hive beetles. Empty frame except for bees and small hive beetles. Oh wow, tons of small hive beetles. Holy cow. Apparently those are going to be a pain this year. Definitely going to have to be careful with my hive strength this year. Not allow them to get too weak. Don't make too aggressive a split so the bees can handle the small hive beetles. Alright, so here we are, number 5. Lots of bees, some honey, a little bit of drone brood. Let me take a closer look. Alright. So this frame's got a bunch of eggs and of course some drone brood. Nice stores of pollen. Oh yeah, Mom's doing a good job here. Definitely a nice bit of worker brood there, plus the drone brood on the side. Pretty much the same. This particular hive or frame with this much drone brood on it, I would probably later in the season move it to the outsides so they could store honey there as needed. Oh wow, this is just a gorgeous frame of brood. Mom's definitely got a pretty good laying pattern there. Let's see if I can find her on this frame. There's the back side of that frame. I'm gonna have mom on there, but again, just a beautiful frame of brood. You got worker, you got the brood is emerging, so it makes it look a little spotty, but that's just from them emerging. All right, another good frame of brood. Oh, there's the queen. Oh, marked also. I don't know if you guys can see her. Try to put her in frame. All right, awesome. Whenever I see the queen, it's like telling me, hey, you can close up shop now. I don't purposely look for the queen on my inspections. When they pop out like that and you definitely can see them, it's always nice. It's like a little confidence. Hey, yes, she's definitely there, but I try not to be that intrusive in my inspections. Once I get the eggs, yep, she was there within the last couple days. That's really all I need to know. I'm not going to bore you guys by going through the other two hives on camera. I'll go ahead and close this one up, and if you have any questions, make sure to post them below. Otherwise, if you like the videos, go ahead and like and subscribe. Have a great day.